Was that? Sorry, I guess Siegfried's sending out too many sleep waves. That's my excuse for why it took so long to get this next Dark Souls 3 video out anyway. Anyway, hey everybody, and welcome back to Dark Souls 3 Replay. Last time we went through the gorgeous city of Irithyll of the Boreal Valley, and had a half-annoying, half-not battle with Pontiff Sullivan at the end. However, even though we've killed him and now unlocked another path later on in this area, I'm actually not going to be going down that way this time. I was going to originally to shake things up from my original playthrough. However, if I go that way first, it does mess something up involving this guy. I'll explain more at the end of this video. Or actually, no, probably not at the end of this video. At the end of whenever that'll be, I don't know. Anyway, this time we're going to start off by talking to Siegfried in this room. Now that Grey Rat is safe, we are able to actually talk to him safely and not jeopardize Grey Rat's life in the process. Ah, what a great conversation. All right, anyway, moving on. Sorry, buddy.
Excuse me, I must have dozed off. It's rather warm in here. Well, hasn't it been all too long? It's good to see you. Oh, I seem to have missed my chance, so I, Siegfried of Katarina, offer my deepest gratitude.
Does that mean
and
Siegfried?
a surprise to go with it. It's all yours.
Ooh, that's not Siegfried, that's him at Force. I think it's coming, though.
I know. Won't you join me for dinner? I make a fine Estus soup. I've got some stewing right now. Even we undead deserve a little normalcy from time to time. And finally, upon this rendezvous, let us make a toast.
There we
To
go.
your valor, my sword, and our sworn duties. Long may the sun shine.
That's not. That's not what the gesture is supposed to look like. Good to know you can actually make the gesture during the dialogue, though, even though that animation at the end interrupts it because he gives you the Estus soup, I guess. I guess he's the one who's been making all the Estus soups we've seen so far? Because I think this is the last one you can encounter in the game, so yeah.
Have you heard? Somewhere, hidden right here in Irithyll, is a deep dungeon. And even below that, the Profaned Capital, home of Yhorm, the reclusive giant lord. That reminds me, I've a grave promise to keep.
That reminds me. I've a grave adventure and objective to go after. Sorry, I may have stolen some of your words there, but, you know.
Oh, sorry. I'm afraid I've cast a cloud over things.
Nah, the whole world's already done that.
Well, I'm going to have myself a little nap. The only thing to do, really, after a nice toast.
That's some BS. You're not just having a nap, you're actually being sent to your next questline location, and thus you won't be here to save Grey Rat if he was sent on pillage. But what can he do? I mean, it was purely incidental that he ended up saving Grey Rat in the end. Alrighty, so I did have to go through the sewer area, and thus I killed a few of the Sadako centipedes, and thus I have a few more souls and one missing flask than I'm supposed to. Or actually, no, that is the full flask part. Never mind, I do have 7 right now. But no matter. Actually, no. I do have, I did record that little run through, and this funny moment happened. I hope editing me remembers to put it in. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's right. I'm actually somewhat editing this video. That's not quite, no, actually. That's like gonna be the only edit I make unless I decide to make another one somewhere. The only edits I make, if any at all, that aren't just like cutting out the beginning and end of the video are the illusory wall sounds, where it's easy to just scroll through the video again, find where I hit the illusory wall and add the sound in. Or like, hey, I really want to show a picture of something here, so go to that spot in the video and show the picture of it there, you know. It's pretty easy to remember that way when I'm only making myself do 1 or 2 edits, and it's also not that time consuming. which was my main problem with doing Let's Plays, is that they took a lot of time, and most of that time is spent editing. The recording time is the best time, because it's the time when you're playing the game and having a lot of fun with it. Hello? Okay, that's a Pontiff Knight. Cool. Got a few of these guys on our way down to this next place. Okay. Yeah, we're finally going through the fortified manor. I believe if you were to go here first on your way through journeying through Irithyll normally, even if you miss talking to Siegfried in that room, he will still move down to this location in general. Anyway, if you do enter this next area, so do be careful of that if you're trying to keep little guy alive, Grey Rat alive. Which, by the way, I don't think I've been over what the other way to keep Grey Rat alive is. I think if Patches is inside your Firelink Shrine and Grey Rat is currently pillaging Irithyll and has not come back yet, you can talk to Patches, he'll ask where Grey Rat went, and then you can tell him, and that frees Grey Rat. Or that saves Grey Rat as well, from what I understand. That's what the wiki said, but the wiki for this game is so inaccurate, so I would take it with a grain of salt. It's just a way that I've heard you can do that quest. I think it's personally just it's easiest to keep Siegfried there in that room by not talking to him and fight Pontiff Sullivan as your next boss, which will draw Grey Rat back alive. But that's just me, though. Hello, we also got a Fire Witch. I guess we have just at least one of every single Irithyll enemy to close us out. I didn't forget your attacks, thankfully. I do like the cloth in your armor there. It looks pretty cool. But I also like my own armor. This freaking leather armor looks so cool. Especially on this character. Might end up switching back to this sometime. Well, is that a fog wall appearing behind me? Yeah, there's an NPC invader down here. Yep. Lack of homeward bone usage being allowed. It's a clear indicator of that. Alright, this guy can be quite tough. Alva, Seeker of the Spurn. Got a pretty big crossbow that packs quite a punch. He enchanted it with punch, too. But if you attack them enough, they die. I know, what a discovery, right? I attacked this enemy repeatedly in this game, and, its health bar ran out, and it died! Sometimes this guy has done that, and that makes things easy. So, thank you, buddy. Alright, moving on from that. Hardest battle of my life. Did he hit me once? I dropped the Murakuma, which sounds very, very similar to Monokuma from Danganronpa. Now I'm gonna have Danganronpa on the mind again. This game doesn't let you sort by the newest one you got, because, what's good UI design? Curved Greatsword of Alva, Seeker of the Spurn, specially forged in an Eastern land. Sharp and heavy, the sword requires extreme strength and dexterity to wield. 20 and 18. Oh my god, extreme! Ah. The search for the Spurned had no end, and so the wayfaring knight warmed to a most deformed weapon. Oh, how deformed the weapon is! I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that item description. About my comment I just made about, what's good UI design, I know there's gonna be some Souls game player who comes in and is going to be like, it's done on purpose to make it feel like a struggle to find the items in your backpack that you put in your backpack. I know, right? What a struggle. Yeah, the bad UI just feeds into, the realistic, grounded world. I'm like, no, it fucking doesn't. Shut up. Can we stop praising these games for bad design, please? Anyway. let me stop there, because honestly I have no points to back that up. This is why you should never listen to my opinions when they're said in Let's Play commentary. When they're said in a much better made video, like the ones on my main channel, then I'll probably have some evidence and reasoning to back them up. But when I just say them out loud in the middle of a Let's Play, yeah. I just say them out of nowhere with nothing to back them up at all. All these buckets are breaking just for walking into them. Pretty sure that's how it worked in DS1 as well. Okay, so down here our new area, Irithyll Dungeon. It's a large prison complex with corpses that scream, and those can attract enemies, though in this case it kind of didn't do that. Our main enemies here are, as we just saw in that one prison cell, the return of the weird guys from Cathedral of the Deep that would stand around and would sometimes have a weird, maggot monster inside of their chest. But our other main enemy here is you, the jailer. If these guys see you, their lantern turns red, and this will sap your health bar. See, my maximum health went down. That will come back over time, but you have to be out of their sight for a long time. Other stuff they can do, that fog of theirs will slow you down temporarily, will give you or I think what it does is reduces your maximum equip load, which makes you slow roll, and makes dodging their attacks way harder. Okay, my health bar is still all gone. I hope that comes back eventually. Oh, it is. It's just doing it silently because auto HUD. Got it. This guy's here to ambush you, but I ambushed him back. There's a fading soul there meant to draw you in. One annoying thing about the jailer's HP, max HP lowering thing is that you do not get the health back when it comes back. So basically, they can damage you just by looking at you. I'm curious to see if no-hit runners count that as a hit. I'm not sure if they do. I mean, they shouldn't, because it would be dumb if they did, and they're dumb. But, you know, they might. Sounds like something they would do. If there's a strategy you can use to avoid it altogether, then, you know, it's understandable. Okay. Yeah, see, okay. And then once they get you with those frickin' heat thingies, those iron branding things, they pack a punch. Okay, good. I should be fine against you two with this. I shouldn't be fine against you two with this. There we go, good, perfect, perfect. Oh, is the amount of health I heal also decreased when my health bar's decreased? Alright, well, it's back up to full no matter what. But yeah, those little, like, iron brand things have the weirdest attack hitboxes of all time, so I just say, make sure they never hit you with them in the first place, and that's the simplest way to never have to deal with their bullshit. Once again, very eloquently stated tip from me on this here channel. Alright, that was another screaming corpse. Again, didn't draw any enemies. But there is one that can. I know of one that can. I think this is the only jailer in this room, so how about I give you a little plunge surprise? Haha! There's your little plunge surprise, and here's your little slice surprise. There we go. Didn't get a chance to lower my health at all. All of you are enemies, right? Yep, you can see them moving. Wait. Do the corpses in there have, like, hats on now? I think before they didn't have anything on in Undead Settlement, but now they've got, like, oh god, they've got, like, prisoners' masks, they've got cloth draped over the top. That's kind of cool. Maybe they were all being suffocated in there, and oh man, you are resistant to that now. Hold on, let me get my magic out. Okay, super high physical resistance. I didn't expect that from these guys, honestly. So how about you take a soul greatsword and shut up? Yeah, perfect. That works like magic on them. All right. I have to say, to give Soul Greatsword some flack, I wish it had a cool follow-up attack like in Elden Ring. I still haven't bought the other one, have I? Because I don't have enough intelligence for it. No, I need one more point in intelligence to use that. This game's version of Carian Slicer. We still haven't seen that yet. I guess I'll look forward to that when the time comes. From what I remember, this tends to be kind of a long area. I'm hoping to get through it not so long in this video. We'll see how that turns out. Okay, yeah, here's the freaking maggot torso monster again. Get out of here. Oh, of course he didn't drop anything, you worthless sop. Is there a light? Is that a candle in that box? Oh no, it's a lantern inside the brick right next to the box. Of course, that's, you know, the best place for a lantern to be, inside the wall. Makes sense? No, I'm not even gonna let you. Nope, not happening. Not happening, buddo. Nope, not happening, buddo. Happening, buddo. I'm dead. I'm not dead. I am dead. Alright. All of these guys have torso monsters. That's kind of funny. And that's a very common bug in Dark Souls 3 or the Dark Souls games in general. When you're turning the camera while the fade out goes, the camera continues to turn even if you release the stick. Kind of funny. Sorry, I had to take a quick sip from my trusty Vault 13 Coke Zero. You know, that thing from Fallout? You know that? Vault 13 Coke Zero? I know it would be Nuka-Cola Zero or something. They should have, like... I don't know if they have... There you go. Man, you really missed your mark like 7 times, buddy. Alright. I don't know if they have thought of, like, a funny fake name for Nuka-Cola, for, like, Diet Nuka-Cola. What would be the best one? Like... Let me just... Okay, I killed 2 of them at once. Beautiful. Nope, hate you. Getting out of here. I have maggots on me. Get them off me, thank you. Alright, now I'm gonna Soul Greatsword the life out of them. Oh, that does not do anything. It's cool. We're having enemies that are resistant against magic damage, and we're having enemies resistant against physical damage. It's showing off the different types of damage and their strengths and weaknesses and all that. You know, that thing. Okay, that's an armor set from Dark Souls 1, I believe. Anyway, though, back on topic. Let me try to think of, like, a funny name for Nuka-Cola Diet. But, like... Unradiated? Non-Nuka-Cola? I don't know. That's all I had. Sorry, I don't have very much creativity. Okay, so you're a prick, and I don't want to let you out of jail anymore. Can I kill you with Soul Greatsword through the wall? Or will you take 5 million hits from this? Oh, you're gonna take 5 million hits from this. Perfect. Okay. You know what? You know what? I was gonna offer you some parole, but now I don't feel like it. What do you even have in there? You probably drop a ring, don't you? I think you do. Alright, well, if you don't mind, I'd like to open this door, so this can be an easier battle for the both of us. So that I can hit you easier, and so that you don't have to spend as long alive. I say as you almost kill me. Ignore that. Alright, I'm just gonna equip this torch, so I never have to worry about the maggots. Great magic shield. Okay, it's not like a ring or anything, but it is a spell. A spell I don't give a shit about, but it is a spell. Couldn't I please borrow you for a spell? That's not really right word to say there, but it's fine. Alright, you gonna come up after me? The jailers can chase you. A lot of the time, they don't seem that interested in it, but, you know, sometimes they will. That thing is more interested in chasing me than the jailer is. Okay, that's pretty funny. Alright, back on track. Like the Geometry Dash level. There's 2 in here. Okay, that's cool. How effective is Soul Greatsword on you guys? Okay, that's... No, gotta say, I like it. I like what I see. Perfect. Okay. I'll stop the health drain. Though I am very low on maximum health now. Better not let anything hit me. Especially if you guys have the torso monster things. Okay, good. Oh, you were about to unleash one, I think. That's usually what they're doing when they're crying and looking down at the floor. Because as we all know, that summons the maggot torso monster from your chest. Clearly, everyone has one of those. And to summon it, you have to cry. Like that guy. Alright, does not open from this side. Aren't there some of those prompts of the does not open from the side that have an OK button? And most of them don't, but some of them do. The weird thing is, to go back on bad UI design, this menu, I think you can, like, walk away from it. Oh, it does go away on its own. Okay. Well, normally you have to press A to get rid of it. There are pop-ups like that in Elden Ring that persist until you press A on them. It doesn't matter how far away you get from the thing you activated to show the message. You have to press A to get rid of it. With no indication that you do. It's like, what the hell? They've done this for so many games in a row, and I think it was fine in the previous games, or in these games, not only because it was kind of niche, but because, in that case, there was another way to deactivate it by moving away from the door. But with Elden Ring and the, what is it, heavy doors open somewhere in the catacombs, that prompt, you have to press A to get that away, and while it's up, you can't do most actions. It's like, it's so stupid. I gotta make a video just, like, exposing Elden Ring for bad UI. I'm not a huge fan of Elden Ring's UI. Aside from the heads-up display, which works just fine, including this game's heads-up display works just fine. It's the UI, the menus. This is what I have a problem with in these games. There's just so many little things about them. They look so messy, for one. And Elden Ring's also looks a lot more boring compared to Dark Souls 3, I think. Like, Dark Souls 3 has a nice style with this dark, kind of burned paper background. And then Elden Ring, it's just like they put a color on the screen and then wrote text in Times New Roman over it. It looks really bad by comparison. Alright, he's draining my health, but I think they have a bottom limit. So I'm just gonna take it to the face and cast magic at them until they die. How's that sound? Perfect. I think they do have a limit of like 1 HP. Your health cannot go lower than that. Simple gem. How simple is this gem, really? Simple weapons inflict magic damage, restore HP very gradually to help even a simpleton muster some metal. Okay, so this is another way you can infuse a weapon with magic other than the crystal gem, which I don't have anymore. Very sad. I gotta drink this because health does not get refilled. Oh my god. Dudes, we're all the way down here in like the second half of the base game, and y'all are still not pressed up against the wall with that head bonking animation? What is your guys' deal? And what's the developer's deal for not placing those guys in the correct positions ever? Alright, speaking of you, this is an enemy, but this one is completely nice to you as far as I can tell. It looks freakish, but this one doesn't attack you, so, you know what, fair enough. I won't attack it either. This way. Aren't there 3 jailers in this room? There are, right? There's one there. Oh, yep, there's one in that corner, one there, one there. So you're gonna plunge on this and then deal with that guy, and oh no, there's actually a 4th one. Or 3rd one. That's not 4. You know what? Why don't I try attacking the room from this side? I could try avoiding them, but where's the fun in that? Going up. Aha! Did you just try to burn the steps? Okay, now you're after me. You're coming after me, but like no other jailer wants to, and the other one is as well. Their walks are creepy though, like look at them. Oh god. I like these enemies. They're really creepy. I like their mechanics a lot, even if it is a little cheap how they can cause you to take damage by looking at you. I do think that's a little strange, but otherwise I really like them. I like how they awkwardly waddle towards you. It's both scary and goofy looking at the same time, and that scared the shit out of me. I forgot you were there. He's in the wall now. Sure. Tailbone short sword. Whatever you want. Okay, now that I've recovered from that, those are my favorite types of enemies. Just the ones that look both goofy and creepy at the same time. And that's why I love Five Nights at Freddy's. You and you, and never mind. I forgot. This is way better. Okay, thank you for taking dumps on me. Now die. Okay, well, do you have enough magic to cast this? So you're gonna take it and die. Okay. That does way more damage. Maybe I should be using that. I am glad to actually have a use for my freaking MP, though. Like, holy shit. It is so nice for my freaking mana bar to have a use in this game. Okay. Oh, God. It's this crystal lizard. Oh, God. It's this one. Okay, so, you know, honestly, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back up the stairs, and I'm going to drop down on the other side of this hallway to get this crystal lizard. Because, oh my God, trying to chase this crystal lizard in this direction sucks, and I do not recommend it. There's no way to drop down over here. Alright, back we go. Don't ask what that noise was. I'm not answering. It was my rusty air conditioner. I don't know. Oh, man. Okay, here we go. I should also probably heal with an Estus Flask. Do not forget, I have Siegbrow, and I have this. And I have another one of these stored, so I technically have 2, even though it looks like I have 1. Again, another weird thing about the UI in this game that I think sucks, but just whatever. Alright, Sprinty Sprunty, there will be an enemy on the left that tries to poke at me. Got it, first try, frick yes, hell yes. I'm so glad I got that one first try. That is the hardest crystal lizard to get in this game, if you ask me. It really loves to disappear, even though normally... Alright, can you just, like, quiet it down in here? Oh my goodness, you are loud as hell. Alright, anyway. Why do you guys always die in walls? That crystal lizard is the hardest to get. It seems like normally when a crystal lizard's running away and you catch up and you hit it, they stop teleporting away. They stop disappearing. This one seems to continue disappearing no matter what you do to it. So, I think either it has slightly different AI behavior to other crystal lizards, or I'm just unlucky as hell, and that time I got lucky as hell. Because hell is lucky. Maybe unlucky as hell, this time I got lucky as heaven. Okay, so this is awesome, can I just say? This view right here? Yeah, it's gray, muddy, brown, and boring, but at least it's cool because we're underground. And there's this whole city, and it's crumbling to pieces. And there's a big fire over there. Nice. I do like the somewhat like teal blue coloring of the Irithyll Dungeon, and I like this area too. I do think this area is overall better visually than the beginning of the game, even if it is a lot more of the same muddy, terrible brown lookingness. These guys, I think, are actually kind of reskinned undead settlers. Yeah, they even make the same noises as they die. I think they're prisoners down here. This means you can roll into them to stop their attacks. So, very good to know. Very good enemy to be shot in the head by, as well. Perfect. I think I heard another one, right? There are 4 here? Or maybe not. Maybe not. Fine. Yeah, they're not. Oh, wow, look, that bridge extends all the way into the abyss. That shouldn't be surprising, because what the hell else is the bridge gonna rest on? But it somehow is surprising to me. Hi there. I see your chain pointing at me. Yeah, you're pointing at me because you want me to come over and open you, right? Well, you know what? I will. Just gonna take a little roundabout method to do it, but it'll ultimately be the same thing. Thanks for the Estus Shard. Moving on. So yeah, that's a trick you can do. If you use an undead hunter charm on a mimic that is yet to awaken, you can just take the item from inside without actually fighting it. That is so good to know. And in fact, I'm going to use that later on in this video. However, I will choose to fight this mimic just because I do like fighting them. Okay, well, I hope you don't mind if I just kill the rest of your freaking health bar. Was it stunned that whole time? Could I have been attacking it that whole time that it was stunned by the charm? It was very charmed, if you know what I mean. Yeah, mimic chests have a thing for these little white potions. What are these supposed to be? Let's take a close look. Tool. Sure. Oh, what is this? Like a ball of a snow globe? Oh, hi. How's it going? Maybe the mimic chests were once people, and by showing them the snow globe, you make them remember their past, and they become so entranced in their memories that they just get stunned and let you take their loot. Next explanation I'm going with. So, I have no heals. Bit. I also have an Ember and a Siegbrow, which I will switch onto here. Might also just be pronounced Siegbrew. Sorry if it is, and I'm an idiot. I can't help it. I'm an idiot. That's who I am. Okay, these guys with the mallet are annoying. I should be rolling into them more often, and I'm just not, because I'm great at this game. Okay, melee guys are almost always worth going after first. And then sucking it up against. And then you. They're wearing the jailer's outfits to mimic them, I guess. Oh yeah, you don't want to mess with us. We're the jailers. Watch out. Idiots. I say idiots. They've taken out the last few bits of my health here. Let me just do this. Pop one of these into my skull. Got a weary warrior over here. Yeah, you do look weary. My goodness. You're so weary you couldn't even sleep with your clothes on. Alright, I think this ladder's the safer option right now. Lied. Hello. Can't destroy the pillow. Can I open this? Oh, I sure can open this. Here we have a giant. I definitely don't want to fight this guy up in here. This is where that one trailer shot was, though. Pretty cool. There's also a bunch of rotting corpses. Love to see that. I think we do have to get past the giant, though. Can't we just drop to the other side of him, though? Aren't those, like, windows up there that I can go reach and have fun with? Aren't those? You know? I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Let's go up here. You can drop through this. Or you can drop through this with the severed barrel floating in midair outside of it. Yep, that's intended. Yoy! Hi, can I have this crystal lizard? Oh, you killed it for me. Thank you. Thank you for the help, buddy. let me just go around to you real quick and all right. Are you gonna actually? I think leaving the room causes him to go back to sleep. Oh my god, he's just back to sleep. We're like a little biting ant on his desk, and he's like, okay. The ant left, nothing I can do about it now. Let me just go back to sleep. Okay, we are very, very extremely or extraordinarily, obviously, abnormally low on health. But, we'll be fine. There's just rats in the next room. Rats can't kill me. We know this. Especially now that I have extra frost resistance from the Siegbrow. The Siegbrew. I'm just gonna keep saying Siegbrow because it's funny. Like, it sounds like I'm talking about Siegfried's eyebrows, and that just makes me laugh. To imagine that onion dude having eyebrows. Can you? Thank you. Yes, please. Go and... We just got a pickaxe here, like this is Minecraft or something. Is that a stretched texture on his shoulder? Did they model this giant not expecting it to be in that pose? Oh, Dark Souls 3. Never stop being Dark Souls 3. Oh god, there's more. Hi guys, what's up? No, I didn't kill your relatives. They went out to the shops to buy you some tea. You're British, right? I'm sure you'd like that. I don't think I've ever had, like, normal tea. I've had boba tea, quite a bit from recent places. I've had, like, milk tea, but that's not... This rat's gonna fucking kill me. Oh my god, I'm really out of heals now. Maybe, no. Just in case you aren't aware, the rusted gold coins are better versions of these, and both of these increase the item drops from enemies. It's super exciting, I know. I'm hoping to find a shortcut eventually, but I don't think this place has one. This is rough, man. There's enemies no matter where I go. Yeah, and the enemies over here are at least doable because they're basilisks. They come from the holes in the ceiling, I'm pretty sure. Why is the giant stomping around now? Okay, weird. There's also a mimic chest at the end of this. I believe, yeah, the one... Okay, this one's mimic, this one real boy. I'm gonna take the real boy. Old cell key, cool. I think I've picked up 2 of those now, and I've yet to look at either of them. Okay, here's the basilisks. So these guys, yeah, they're gonna be a little dangerous, but since they don't actually deal damage to our health, we should be fine. Look, I haven't even gotten any curse yet, somehow. I still haven't gotten any curse yet, even after staying in that breath for as long as I did. I have no idea how I'm not being... Okay, there we go, finally. Alright, you're falling down the stairs at me. Falling downstairs, guy, falling downstairs, guy, falling downstairs, guy, looking at me. Falling downstairs, guy, falling downstairs, guy. Man, if you guys want to see a really funny bad game, should take a look at a playthrough of One Late Night Deadline. To see... Sorry. Random oh my god. Random coughing fit out of nowhere. Gotta love those. It's a sequel to an old indie horror game called One Late Night. That was this short stay in, like, a web development office. Where this creepy lady would follow this dude around, and, oh, no. And, that was about it. And you'd, like, have to banish her to the Shadow Realm with a flashlight, It was kind of strange. Well, they tried to make a sequel to that took place in like this much larger office building, and it was very overly ambitious. Because oh my god, that game was bad. I could have spent that whole time healing with a blessed item. I wish I had good stuff to put in slots, but I don't. I wish I had anything to do with the worlds. I'm 14 and this is deep. Sorry. I know plenty of those who watch my channel are around that age, so I do not mean to mock you. I know how it feels. As someone who was just recently in that age group, I do know how it feels. There's 2 giant rats in here. So, place your bets. How long do you think I'm gonna survive? I hope you said 5 seconds. Alright, now I have to run all the way back down there. It's okay. I think one of the keys we got will help us with that. And in fact, it's a good thing I died then because of that. Then I get to show off the key shortcut. Let's take a look at the keys we got. So we got... no, that's nothing new. Jailbreaker's key. Key to the barred window, but the window only leads to a bottomless black pit below, and above a paltry view of the ruined Profaned Capital. The very architecture appears to be a cruel joke the jailers played on would-be escapees. This is Old Cell Key. Key to the oldest cell in the Irithyll Dungeon. First prisoner of the dungeon was a lone giant. Cells for men were built at his feet. Okay. Imprisoned a giant first. Then everyone else came after. It's like the moment in the Titanic. Giants first! Giants and children first. That's obviously what they said as the Titanic was sinking, right? Okay, yes, it is that window over there, actually. So you run past this guy, run past these guys, because you don't care about what they're selling. You don't need a subscription for a lawn mowing service. Jailbreaker's key, here we are, we're out on the platforms, and they've lost us. Think this is a special item too? Yes, indeed, the Bellowing Dragon Crest Ring. What does this do? Lingering, bellowing. Okay. Greatly boosts sorceries. This extends length of spell effect. I haven't found any use for that. Since I have it on, sure. I'll switch out the Silver Serpent Ring for it, because I probably made up for those lost souls now. It sounds like I'm talking about the Doom enemy. I'm not. Talking about the souls that I've lost in this game. Let's go. It's me, Mario. Playing Dark Souls. I do love those mods for Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring that are just like, this armor set now makes you look like Mario. For some reason. It's just really funny. Okay, so there's a bunch of people in here, but we can ignore all of them and drop down this shaft. And just like that, we've made it back to where we've died, but with all the health in the freaking planet on our side. And now I can go fight that mimic chest, if I want to. I'll have to get through rats first, though. Rats. Here's the rats. The rats. It occurs to me that even though I complained about my sister singing that goddamn rat song, I never actually, like, let you know which one it is, so I may have confused you all with what rat song I'm talking about. It's the one that goes, like, rats, we're the rats. We sneak at night, we stalk the light, we're the rats, something like that. I got it wrong, but you know. I'm the large rat that makes all of the rules. Let's see what trouble we can get ourselves into. It's that one. I don't know what it's from, but, you know, I've heard it 15,000 times more than necessary. Again, if my sister's watching this, I'm very sorry. Very sorry to bring it up twice now. Alright. Now we have all these souls. There's gonna be basilisks again. We have to kill all of these guys again, don't we? How well does this do? Can you guys spawn? Hello? Spawn in. There you go. I have to go all the way to the end of the room to get you guys to spawn in. That's very strange. I sure hope that hit you. Oh my god! Oh! Synchronized basilisk killing! Ah, damn it, they didn't actually die from that. Oh man. I was about to say, like, did the Olympics start early or something? I didn't expect synchronized basilisk ragdolls. That should be a sport. Synchronized ragdolling. Alright, that was amazing though. I am so glad that I did that. That was worth tanking the curse. Alright, destroyed that group of basilisks pretty easily. Why do people have a hard time with them in this game again? I don't know. Okay, I was gonna say this water isn't moving, but no, it actually is moving really slowly. This looks like the Minecraft end credits. Wait a second. There we go. It's the Minecraft end credits. I see the player you mean. Steve? May they never add a Minecraft movie reference to that poem, please. Alright, so this Mimic, I do want to fight this one as well, because this one works differently. It's a crawly-type Mimic that has new attacks. It can spit at you. And I think it can leap at you with a weird grab attack that I hate. So let's hope it never hits me with it. It hit me with it. Oh my god. That is a lot of freaking damage, isn't it? Okay, well, I hope you guys liked the first run back, because I'm about to make the same run back again. I was so close to. Come on now. A vow of silence. Isn't that something people did to, like, protest in my school? Because there was a day in the school year where some of the students would have these rainbow badges, and that would mean that, like, I'm not talking. I'm just not gonna say a word all day. And I think that was done to, like, raise awareness of something. I can't remember what it was. But it's just like the, you know, the badge of I'm not speaking. I kind of wish that I took up on that, but then again, you know, I talk to myself all the time, and I wouldn't want to stop doing that. Sorry, there's not much to say on this run back. I'm just, it's the same enemies. Same enemies, same things. I have to kill all the stupid rats again. And the basilisks. I'll try to do it even better this time by using Soul Greatsword on all of them and seeing it out until they're dead. Now, that sounds fun. I want to do that. Around here is actually a secret I ended up missing for a long time, so let me hopefully remember to come back here at some point and check that out before I forget to. Yeah, there's like a secret ladder you can find in this area that takes you to an item up above. I think it's just a bunch of arrows. I'm gonna die to the rats. I'm good. I was really worried I was gonna lose my fucking souls to rats. And then I would have had to put the Silver Serpent ring back on. Whoa, that was... okay. That was cool and strong. I did a cool and strong thing there. Dark Souls 3, everybody. Why is this game like this? I swear none of the previous Souls games... Dark Souls 1 didn't do anything like that. Dark Souls 2 may have, I don't know. I haven't played it. I wouldn't be surprised if it did, with all the other things that game is all janky with. Okay. I was a little overzealous in my attempts to kill these guys. But you know what? All I have to do now is run around them and I'll be safe. They're still not bad. They're still not bad enemies. I can get it if it's like people are so used to looking out for their health bar that now they have to look out for their status effect bar. It's very different, but I feel like in my experience, in this game, in Dark Souls 3, you're either fighting basilisks or you're fighting another enemy. You never fight basilisks along with another enemy. That would certainly complicate things, having to keep track of 2 meters at once. But here, it's like, whenever you're fighting basilisks, just change the meter you focus on, and you should be good. There you go. You just give me a... Never mind, you give me a ring. Okay, that's good. I would recommend using the charm strat on that guy. Or on any of the crawly ones, honestly. If you know the charm strat exists, which you wouldn't. I kinda wish Soulsborne games would bring back the Gossip Stones from Zelda, Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, where they would give you hints on things in the universe, but you need the special item to understand them. And I thought that was a great idea for, like, you know, having the hints be there in the game, but not being super obvious. and, you know, like, rewarding you for going down one of the side quests and getting the Mask of Truth so you could read them. I think the Soulsborne game should have something like that. I think it would fit in. I think it would work well. I guess this game kind of does that with Seek Guidance, but Seek Guidance only lets you know about so many things. Whereas when, you know, in the Zelda games, there's so many gossip stones because there's a lot of stuff that they hint towards. Like, hey, there's a secret hole under this tree if you play the Song of Storms. Like, you know, you would never think to do that normally, and if Ocarina of Time were a From Software game, there would be no gossip stones, and you just have to know to do that if you wanted to get 100%. So yeah, I think they should be brought back. If From Software ever makes a game like this again, which they might not. And before you say, that new game on the Switch too, I've heard that that's a very different game from Soulsborne, so no, not that one. I've only heard it, though. It's just, you know. I don't think that game's gonna be quite the same. Okay, now we're out here. I think one of those guys saw me, so I'm gonna be on my way. In this direction. Up the stairs. Thank you for a chunk of your torso. Now, what are we looking at? That big old thing? Some bridges. Okay. Looks pretty cool. I like the mountains around it. I love the blue glow of the snow in this skybox. I love this view in general, actually. It combined with the sound effects are really freaking cool. Why is the Lothric Knight down here? We're so far away from Lothric. Did they make an adventure down in here? Perhaps. Are these Lothric Knights? I'm not really sure. They might not be. Okay, well that was cool. Anyway, another news shortcut. Got an elevator. That will take us, firstly, to a free item. I don't want to backstep. I don't know what gave you that idea, game. That is Lightning Blade. Apparently, that is a blade you can make with lightning. If only I had leveled Faith at all, then I could show that off and see how cool it is, because it sounds awesome. Unfortunately, I have not leveled Faith, so we can't see that. Sorry. Don't blame me, it's just how the game mechanics work. I like this cool leather bag we have on the back of this thing. This looks like it would be expensive in our modern day, yet it was one of the cheapest armor sets for sale in the Shrine Handmaid's shop. Alright, large soldier right there. And this opens a shortcut to this floor area, this bottom floor area. Which side of the place is this? I think it's... okay. Seems to be the one with a single jailer in this room. You know, the one without a wife. Oh no, never mind. It is the one with the wife and child. Alright, I'm running past. Actually, you know what I'm doing? Instead of running past, let's go to the... I should have just gone to the Schronbuyer, but yeah. I decided to click the other option first, and now I have to wait through 2 loading screens instead of 1. But I do have plenty of souls, so let's go back and get these freaking leveled up. Let's get my face leveled up. I don't know what I meant by get these leveled up. Level up what? I shudder to think about it. Okay. You there.
Welcome home, speak.
Welcome home. Speak. I hope you had a nice sit on those stairs. There's no good place to sit around here. We should invest in some chairs. Alright. One more point and I can use Carian Slicer in this game. I think I will, and yes. I am very close to having another level up, but it might be best for me to look around the other shops and buy something. And also, let me do some math in my head real quick. Yeah, no. Okay, yeah. Since I'm doing the whole changing covenant symbol things at multiples of 15, 50 is not a multiple of 15, even though it sounds very similar. Okay, do you have anything I want? Oh, can I give you a pyromancy tome? Brave Warden, I think he doesn't want that. Learn pyromancies. Bursting fireball. Yay.
Do not what?
Right, you have the pyromancer set, and I'd like to get that off of you. How about you?
Back again, perfect.
Back again, I see. Perfect timing. I'm in need of a diversion. You don't sound like that, but... Repair. Wow, what an excellent spell. I'm gonna buy it just so it feels useful. That's the most useless spell in this whole game. My goodness. Spook, I guess. Cast light, I guess. Neat.
How do you like gimmicks, friend? This is a sign, a cipher, employed by sorcerers who use quietude to their advantage.
Silent ally. And the slumbering dragon crest ring. So this is a special item, a special set of dialogue. He only says, if you buy a certain set of sorceries from him. I believe it includes hidden body and cast light, and I can't remember what the other ones are. Just buy all his sorceries and you'll get it eventually.
With this, you can be sure to tell friend from foe from your very first encounter. It's a very old practice at this point, but one that you deserve to know.
That's not at all what the ring does. Promise to stay safe. He says something different now. He's grown more attached, I think. I don't really know. Alright, let me get this in my hands again. Increases dark attack, compromises damage absorption, masks the sound of its wearer. There we go. Dragon School held effective sovereignty over Vinheim with great many adept assassins at its disposal. This ring is weird because it makes you stealthier, and it does this by removing your footstep sounds completely. It would be so funny to listen to a Dark Souls 3 playthrough where someone has this ring on the whole time. The only thing you can hear is combat noises, sitting at the bonfire, and opening doors. Everything else, there's no sound effect. All you can hear is the sounds of the rooms changing, and that bucket being destroyed. This is extremely cursed. I don't like this ring. It's so weird. I have to switch the other one back on. I'm not that big of a stealth player anyway in these games. Let me just run past you guys because I am frankly uninterested. Drop down here. My ankles are fine because of the silver cat helping me out. Now we go through this door. Get on the floor. Everybody dinosaur. Go down the elevator. Jump off early because it's really slow and I'm impatient. And then send it back up anyway because, you know, in case I die, this next area is kind of tough, so I definitely want that luxury. Hi there, mysterious structure in the distance. I'm moving on. There are a lot of items to get down here. Did not enunciate that well enough, and I'm noticing that and rectifying those mistakes, so you're welcome. Anyway, there are a lot of items to get down here, including a whole armor set. I don't know how into it I'm gonna be, especially because there's a bunch of these guys around. And if one of them sees you, the whole rest of them see you, and all of them seeing you sucks. So I'm gonna avoid it as much as possible by going here and killing all these things for some reason. Don't question my motives. How silly of you to do that. Okay, let me soul greatsword the lot of you. Nice. I love how it can reach behind me as well. Ow. I am being a little reckless in this area with these enemies, but they're just kind of weird and easy to kill, so yeah, they don't feel that challenging at all. So, I don't really care much about my life. What of it? Profaned coal. Okay, that's a new type of coal. I should have reinforced my Estus flask, but in my defense, I forgot. And there's your excuse. Gift to the blacksmith shrine to allow dark blood and hollow infusions. Now you can actually add bleed to your weapon. You know, all the way here in the game, you finally unlock the ability to add bleed to your weapons. Goodness, this took forever, didn't it? Okay. We're out here. To be fair, Elden Ring hides its equivalents of those items, like, all over the damn place. This mimics of a normal type. Do I want to fight it in this hallway? Sure. What's the worst that could happen? Some of the jailers heard me. That's the worst that can happen, though. And I don't think they're going to come around from the other side. Am I grabbed? I'm not. It's a little cramped for a mimic in here, but sure, whatever the designers wanted. What the f- I have no words for what I just witnessed. But the Mimic is a xenomorph? No, seriously, the xenomorph in Alien Isolation can sometimes just go up into the ceiling at random to get away from you. It's quite funny. Okay, there's 2 people coming after me. That's okay. I can handle 2. I can take 2 at once. Let's just stunlock them, stunlock them, stunlock them. Okay. And stunlock, stunlock, stunlock. Out of stamina. Stunlock, okay. Stay out of sight. Stunlock, stunlock, stunlock. Okay. That should be it. The way that the voice echoed away. Oh, that was so cool. I love when that happens, when like chaos goes to quiet in an instant after you land the final hit on something. And then it goes right back to chaos 2 seconds later. I'm out of here. That attracts the rest of the jailers. Fuck that. I am out of there. I'm cheesing it. Cheesing it. As Sinnoh would say from very popular content creator squad, Easy Small. They are really fun to watch, though, I won't lie. Go to YouTube channel John Twolf if you want to know what I'm talking about. How did I had him? Okay, that is the armor set of the invader who fought us right outside the area, so that's pretty cool, I guess. Oh yeah, so you can just totally, like, get out of there, and then they investigate the room, and you're not in there, and that guy's struggling a lot to... But, buddy, it's stairs. Go to the right. You go to the right, you step around, you put your leg on the step, and then you... Oh, he's never gonna learn. Let me just put him out of his misery. Let me just punish him with that one hit and then run away, actually, because now the rest of them are after me, and I'm just gonna continue on to this next area, hoping they don't follow me. How about that? How's that sound to everyone? In any case, welcome to, I guess, Irithyll Dungeon Act 2, except this is not Irithyll Dungeon at all. This is a place with this item, the large soul of a weary warrior. But then, once we cross the bridge, everything will be made clear. This is the Profaned Capital. It's like right here, snuggled up underneath Irithyll. Kinda cool. The capital itself is not very big, and many Dark Souls 3 players will say disappointingly so. And yeah, I understand. I do think it would have been better for Irithyll Dungeon to have a boss, and then for this area to be much larger to compensate. That said, I think it becomes a lot more excusable when you consider this as like being part 2 of the same area. Irithyll Dungeon and the Profaned Capital I like to look at as one area. And then that makes the small size of Profaned Capital nowhere near as bad to me. There I go. That was a gargoyle. I smacked him until he died. Nothing much to say there. Across the bridge. Now, we have not been everywhere in the Irithyll Dungeon area, but I'm pretty sure down here somewhere is a route back up that'll take us right where we need to be to see the rest of that area, so I'm just waiting until then to do it. Right, I remember. Oh man, one of my favorite gestures in the game is acquired here. Look at all these ladders. Look at all these ladders covering the floor. They're all dead and broken, and there's some wood, probably the wood the person who made these ladders used to make the ladders. And then there's 2 working ladders here. Well, if we climb up, we can see a little fun fact. This guy right here, containing this gesture and an undead bone shard, apparently. I guess I'll go turn those in real quick at this bonfire. My character... Okay, can you get your foot in the right place? This guy is Laddersmith Gilligan, the dead body of Laddersmith Gilligan. I don't know why he's dead, don't ask. From Dark Souls 2, a person you could talk to request him to put a ladder in somewhere to unlock an area. It was a very fun, kind of neat idea for a system, and in Dark Souls 3, they just killed him off instead of trying to bring him back in any kind of way. So that's funny. Alright, light the bonfire. Let me head back to the Shronbire real quick, so I can turn in my Estus Shard and Undead Bone Shard, and then we'll be right back here for some more Explore It. The longsword. You know, I have to say, that's not a very long sword. That's a bit of a misleading name. Okay, sprinty. Oh, I just remembered I actually missed something in that area of cells. Well, shoot, I guess I'll have to go back there sometime.
Lords, where did you happen upon this call? This is much too dark. I see the abyss in it. Yet, a smith I remain. I won't turn down a request. But forget not, your fight is for the flame and for your fellow kin, just like mine. A cursed fate this may be, but hope remains, does it not?
I guess. I'll begrudgingly admit that there is some hope remaining in this world. How upgraded is my thing? These are +4, right? Oh yeah, they are +4. Okay, goodness. Well, do I want to go the extra mile, make them +5? Yes, I do! Prithee be careful. I don't want to see my work squandered. You will hear that a lot playing this game. As I'm sure you can tell, because you've been watching me play this game with next to no cuts. So, yeah. Bonfire level 7. How does it feel, Bonfire, to be way lower level than me, because I'm level 50? Alright, here we are back in Profaned Capital. Now, where to go first? We got two options. We got this ladder here. Okay, that ladder is required stuff. That is going to be the last thing I do. Because that's just my motto with games is optional before required. It's a shitty motto, but I'm going with it. Somehow I feel like shitty, the word, is a lot more, like, forceful of a swear word than the other ones. Like, of course all of them are forceful to an extent. And, you know, you hear them and you go, whoa, okay, language mister. But I feel like shitty especially has that. Like, when I say it, I feel like I'm saying something wrong. Maybe these statues holding up this, like, torch thing at the wall. Is that a telescope? Are they observing the rocks? I don't know, and I don't think I'll ever know. Isn't there a way to get one of the dudes from... I wasn't talking about you. The item inside that wall. I think this ladder right here is what gives me that. Are you gonna fall off the edge? Because that would be hilarious. Can you please do that for me? I'm so good at this game. I'm so good at this game. Alright. I got healed in the end. Okay, do your bash, do your bash. Nope, never mind. Don't do your bash then. Do you feel like it? You don't have to do your bash. It was just a suggestion. Drop anything? No. Okay. I think this ladder gets you an item. Alright. Place your bets. Is it a soul item? Is it an ember? Is it a rusted gold coin? Okay, it was close. It's 2 rusted coins. That's almost the same as a rusted gold coin, right? Instead of having the a stronger item discovery effect, it gets you the item discovery effect for longer using 2 of those, you know? These guys look like real, like, Greek philosophers. Kind of cool. I guess they were profaned philosophers. Did I just step over... I just stepped over a freaking... Never mind. That's not as deep as it seems. I should have lit a torch over it so y'all could see it. Very sorry for not doing that. Okay, ahead we have a hole. There's a crystal lizard there. I would rather not alert the crystal lizard so it does not run away. So I'm going to go this way first. And then we can hear a bunch of noises. Perfect. Oh, it filled itself in as the camera zoomed in. The game was like, no, come on. It's just an honest mistake. They forgot to make this thing appear from far away. God, this game, though. Like, there's so many little open wounds in the environment. There's so many more than you expect. I've seen at least one environmental error per video, I think. I think except for the last one. The one in Irithyll, which goes to show that Irithyll is the best area, don't at me. Okay, out here is a swamp. Oh, I'm pretty sure this swamp's super fun. Do I have... No, I don't. So now it's going to be even more fun, because I think this swamp is made of toxic water? Oh, thank God. And you need to have these blooming purple moss clumps to get rid of that. The regular non-blooming ones don't work. Okay, I might need to equip the daggers with the quick step. Where are the daggers with the quick step? There they are. There are other holes to drop down, and I never drop down these holes. So how about I try dropping down these holes? Hiya! I'm here! Show me the items! I'm just gonna quick step through this, because I honestly don't really care that much about the enemies. I'm here for the loot. Okay, there's poison gem. I need to watch the heck out. I got 4 of them after me. Curse my ring, curse my ring, curse my ring, curse my ring. It's worth it, it's worth it. I got a good item. I lost my souls over there, but it's worth it. I could probably easily take them out with the regular weapon. I just didn't want to try. You know, not trying is my specialty. Not trying anything new, not being adventurous. Not doing anything because it's not worth the effort, you know. I was just thinking about it a bit ago, and I wish I had the creative drive for, like, anything other than YouTube videos. I love making YouTube videos, but I would also love to know how to draw. I would love to know how to program something cool. I'd love to know how to make a game or make music or anything. Like, honestly, between learning how to code, which I am currently in the process of, and learning how to draw or music, or, you know, having the skills to program really well or having the skills to make music or art, I would go with music or art. It's just that, like, oh god, you know, if I could just have those skills innately, I would take it. But, you know, actually learning it is hard for me because, like, I don't really know what all goes into art, what all goes into music. That's a whole area of stuff I don't understand with my feeble mind. Like how Dark Souls 3 didn't understand how to render the next frame right there. Yeah, I don't know. There's no better way I can say it, really, than just... That stuff is so far out of my league. I've never been able to have a creative interpretation of art. I actually mentioned this in my main channel, Dark Souls 3 playthrough, but, like, whenever I go to an art museum, everyone's staring at the paintings, seeing all the feeling and soul and emotion behind them, and I'm just like, that looks cool. I know, I'm extremely boring. What of it? I should not be proud of that, but, you know, it's like, all I see is a cool picture. I don't know. If you ask me to see what kinds of freaking emotions are being represented here, I'm sorry. I got nothing for you. And that's why I could probably never be good at art or music. I don't think I could ever do that well. Alright. Of course, you never know until you try. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. Maybe someday in the future, I'll be enlightened. Who am I kidding? That's never gonna happen. I hate to be such a pessimist, but, like, I know how I am. I know how I am with things. It's like I just mentioned. If something takes effort, you can bet I'm not doing it. Okay. My souls are over there. Is it worth it? Is it worth going to get them? Is it worth it? I got a purple moss clump, but I worry I'm gonna alert that whole room. Someone right there. I'd like to get their attention and tell them that their existence bothers me. Thank you. Thank you for understanding that your existence bothers me. Okay, what to do here? How much else do I have? Let me ember. Then get the right daggers in my hands, and then we're just gonna go for it. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna see how it... Wrong skill. Wrong weapon. Okay, we're attracting you, I guess. Here we go. I'm toxic now. That's right, I'm a toxic Souls player. I gatekeep. I'm elitist. Just like the Linux users. Alright, I've heard a lot of good things about Linux, but I feel like I'm never going to use one just because every Linux user I've seen on the internet is such a snobby piece of shit that, like, thinks you're a disgrace for still using Windows. And I'm just like, can you all shut up and let me have what I want? Thanks. The fact is, like, There's a lot of people who are like, you know, you use Linux and then use a virtual machine to play games. And I'm like, there is no fucking way that a virtual machine playing games would be that stable. I mean, I'm sure it works fine enough, but you would need a really powerful PC to make it work with the games I want to play, such as this one. And it's like, I want to use Windows because it's just the easiest. It lets me play games all I want to without having to boot up a mini freaking computer inside my computer. And, you know, I hear Linux is complicated and hard to use, so that's another barrier to entry. And that's another thing that the snobby Linux users are always so keen to gloat about, is how, like, I know how to use this computer. You actually have to, like, learn stuff. You can't just use it as, like, a... I heard someone... There was some, like, freaking entitled Linux YouTuber who, I think they said, like, you know, guys, some people, you just have their computer as a bootloader for Google Chrome. And I'm like, yeah? What of it? Why are we getting on other people's case for how they use their computers? Alright. Anyway. It's entirely possible, since I am, like, on the way, sort of a little bit, to entering the computer science area of work, that I'll end up wanting a Linux anyway, but right now, I think I'm good to just go without for the time being. That was perfect. That was the jankiest death I've ever seen, and I'm so glad it happened while I was complaining about Linux users. I don't know why, it's just made it so much funnier. Alright, well, gotta run all the way back there. Why is it so hard for me to sip a drink and, like, play this now? Like, every time... Before, I used to be able to sip drinks and keep recording seamlessly, but now it's, like, hard to do, and there's these long moments of silence. I wonder if it's just because I am kind of, like, making myself try to talk more for some reason, even though it shouldn't be, because this is my second channel, and I should do what I want over here to make myself feel comfortable, you know? Alright. Dashing through the rooms in a one-horse open leather armor suit. Hearing lots of skittering underneath the floor. It's the bed bugs. They are biting my soul. My dark soul, ha! It's the game's name. Oh, jingle bells. Stop asking. You know what? Okay, instead of fighting that asshole on the roof, actually... It's hard to get over there. Okay. I don't know. Okay, let's just get through this. Zoop. Okay. Running through the toxic. This toxic pool is made of every single Dead by Daylight player. Every Dead by Daylight player is one little piece of algae in that swamp water. And that's why it's so toxic. Alright, you know what? Let's start with you. You're gonna be nicer to me, I feel. This is a freak of nature that did used to be a person back in the day. And then they discovered the Profaned Flame, and this happened to them. So the Profaned Flame fucking sucks. That's the end of the story here. Oh my god, they got a hand on their face, they've got eyes in their stomach, they've got more body hair than I have teeth. I don't know, don't ask. Ah, they have grab attack faster than Sonic the Hedgehog on crack. Okay, they are stunned there, I could have gotten that. Mash the buttons there, that's one that you can mash the buttons to get out of, and I recommend it because, man, it's very damaging otherwise. And they drop shit. You know, I didn't expect anything different. Get rid of it. That shit you're carrying? Get rid of it. As Lucas would say in Resident Evil 7. Is this another freaking mimic? That's right, this place has so many mimics for some reason. I don't get why. I know, it's so funny how many of you there are. Rate my mimic impression out of 10 in the comments if you watch this far. Including that. Court Sorcerer's Staff. Is that any better than the big staff I'm using right now? It's not as cool looking, but, you know, could be better. Rubbish. I'm so glad I came all this way for What is the point of this room? I think I asked this in my main channel playthrough, and the question still stands. What is this room here for? I'm asking mostly in-universe. I understand why it's here in the game, because, like, you know, not everywhere has to be useful, right? It's so funny. What was the point of that little room with pots in it? What's the story behind it? What's the story, Andre? Abandoned farmhouse, missing family, foul play suspected, the usual. So, this enemy here. I used to think this guy was Big Hat Logan, then I learned that Big Hat Logan is an NPC in Dark Souls 1 who wore a big hat. And in fact, the Crystal Sages in this game kind of come from Big Hat Logan's territory, which is why they have big hats themselves. This guy has a way smaller hat. But I have no, I don't know. I call this guy Small Hat Jake. There we go. Like the Paul brothers, you know? Funny reference. Anyway, I think he's Big Hat Logan because he drops Logan's scroll, which you can give to Orbeck, and it says, you know, claim heirship to Logan's legacy, though now that claim stands up to closer scrutiny. How that claim stands up to closer scrutiny is another story. So I think Logan's, like, long dead, and this was a sorcerer that was participating in his stuff. You know, taking after his spells and whatnot, and all that he... I'm very sorry for all the runbacks you've been seeing today. You know, I was even scared that would happen as I went up to that, and then it totally did. It was like an intrusive thought. I went close to that ledge to pick up that item, and I was like, and my brain was like, wouldn't it be really funny if I just dodged off the edge and died? And then I was, you know, turning around, pressing B, trying to run backwards. And then my intrusive thought said, release the B button so you backstep, and then there we go. It's like when you're holding out your phone and you're crossing a bridge, and your brain says, drop your phone off the bridge. Drop it, drop it, drop it, throw it over the bridge. Alright. Hey yo. I have to say, I may not have been talking very coherently this time, but this has been a really funny video. Oh my, yup. That's how I say words, yup. Okay. No toxins. No Dead by Daylight players invading my space today. There is another room of the sleeping hand things that we can go fight. Is this one back, actually, now that I'm dead? It is not. They're permanent kills. Okay, so yeah. You hear those loud snoring sounds? Those are more of the hand beasts we can fight somewhere. This guy should also be dead. Okay, let me get back these souls. I was coming up to this roof for this. This is all I wanted from here. That and freaking Small Hat Jake's kill, but, you know, that's all I wanted was Wrath of the Gods. Okay, now we can go down to where these things are. My goodness. Everything just takes forever today. Blop. No, nope, don't get me toxic. Oh, what, you want a piece of this? Okay, you took your piece of this. I hope... God fucking damn it. God fucking damn it. Why did I attack? I was being so cocky. And that's what cockiness gets you in Dark Souls. Gets you dead. So you get to waste more time running back there. Cool. Beautiful. And I'm all out of things to talk about on the way back. I had something to entertain y'all with last few times, but now I've got nothing. I really can't die anymore, or else this is gonna be a big load of nothing. I just love how this guy makes his grand entrance and I'm ignoring him completely. He's like, hey, where'd they go? He stands there, looks around confused. I can't believe, of all enemies to kill me, one of the fucking Sadako centipedes, these guys are not hard. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this enemy. Think this is difficult? Can I dash between you as to not to wake you up? I woke you up anyway. That's fine. I'm still at the end. I'm still climbing the ladder, so screw you. Now you're just gonna chill at the bottom of the ladder looking sad. Oh, I thought you were climbing it for a second. I was about to say. Alright. It might follow me all the way around to the front here. That is fine with me. I'm okay with fighting 2 of them. Oh, you can just roll like that. Cool. And now I didn't awaken it. Perfect. Alright, things are looking up this time. Let's open up this door, because this is where the rest of the hand beasts are. The hand faces. I see one of them got up early. Let's get spells into your noggin. Into your grasp. I woke the thing. Fuck, 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 fuck. Nope, that's gonna hit again. Okay, no, fuck this, fuck this, fuck this. We're going inside, we're going inside. Perfect. That actually worked out. I can't believe the others aren't awake. How? It tried to punch me with its face! Eleonora is what I got for that. The violet bloody finger. From Elden Ring. It's a cool axe. Let's take a look. The Eleonora. Oh, I do have the... No, I don't. The Profaned Flame was triggered by the curse of these women, relatives of a certain oracle, but despite their culpability, they went on living without any cares. So, yeah, a bunch of women, triggered the curse of the Profaned Flame. It transformed them into this, and then destroyed their cities. So, good job. It was a really good choice for them. Oh, they chain pull, don't they? Oh, fuck you. Oh, fuck. No. Oh, they chain pull. Oh. Why am I getting those right now? Probably lore relevant. I don't get the lore. What of it? What are you gonna do about me not understanding your favorite game's lore? Is this your favorite game? I don't know. Could be. I know of at least one person who considers it their favorite FromSoft game. Actually, I know of 2 people. The second one is me. Okay, so at least their attacks are somewhat slow, so I can easily get hits on one and avoid an attack from the other. That is good. Fighting 2 of them is not as bad as I thought it would be. And normally fighting 2 enemies at the same time in Dark Souls sucks, but here it's actually kind of fine. As long as I'm looking out. Unlike then. Perfect. You failed your punch. That was close. Alright, I'm not even gonna pick that up because I know what that is. Actually, no, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna pick it up anyway because it could be a weapon. You never know. Never bloody know. There we go. Nah, it's just more dung pies. I guess dung pies are technically weapons, but still. So the Eleonora and those purging stones were the only things to find down here. Otherwise, you never have to bother with this. So there's my tip. You know what? I think I'm actually just going to teleport back to the shrine, which, yes, does mean we're going to be making that run back again, but I do not want to wade through all of that toxic crap just to get out of there. That would take a lot of health from me. So instead, I'll just warp away. Boop. Boop. How about that? 124. Alright, what does it look like now? Okay, it's about to overtake the stamina bar. See, I like having the FP bar be the smallest one. It looks more aesthetically pleasing to me that way. And hey, can't I use the thing now? The thing, you know? This, Pharaoh Flash Sword. There we go, Karian Slicer. Let's use it. Let's freaking use it for once. Touch the fire and I shall be burned away into the thing. That's the That's the logic Harry Potter uses, so why not have another fantasy series use that similar logic? So yes, indeed, there is more to see around the area we were just in. Like, we've been dying and going back to this area so many times, but there's still stuff to see. In particular, there's a way back to Irithyll Dungeon. We still haven't found that, and there's a secret to find, so... Yep. You're coming in over the edge. Yep, you have a very cool intro. We're very impressed. I was impressed the first time. The sixth time, I don't know. You gotta do something a little extra for me to consider that, you know, screen time worthy. There's probably a term for that. Worthy of being put into the video. Whatever term has that in its definition, that's what I meant to say. Okay. 3, 2, 1, race! I'm literally, like, spamming left trigger. I'm fine. Haha, couldn't catch me. Okay, now that everything is dead around here, we hear no more snoring from the loud hand things. Go up these stairs. And then you go up these stairs. And then you go up these stairs. And then you... sit down and cry in this corner for a second. And then once you're done, you go up these stairs. And then you go up this little set of stairs. Now you're in Irithyll Dungeon. You know, something feels off about this corner. Not just the fact that there's only one window, but I feel a bit of a presence here. There are invisible jailers hanging out right here, and if you were to go down the hallway, they become visible and start to chase you. Oh, that's a problem. Okay, actually, I think it's their, like, branding iron things that cause... Oh, yeah, I've got bad dodges right now. Let me... Okay, because it was keen to just sit there, do nothing, I was able to freaking finish it off. How low of health am I? 27 out of 87. Okay, yeah, perfect. That's what the health bar is supposed to look like, right? Okay. Got the giant here. Then the item at the end, what is this? Jailer's key ring. I think that'll open up some doors back up in the dungeon. So yeah, here's now our excuse to explore the rest of the dungeon. And there we go, our health bar is almost all the way back. Now here, this giant will awaken and start to attack us, but there are so many rats down here you have to deal with at the same time as the giant. I usually just prefer not to bother. Or is the giant gonna wake up? Did that rat corpse just disappear? Hold on, are you guys gonna disappear too? Oh, okay, Dark Souls 3, whatever you want. What is this? The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion? I know, it is heresy for me to compare this game to that, right? Because this game is a, you know, a beautiful masterpiece, and that game is silly, poo-poo garbage, bad game. Pretty sure these rats respawn infinitely, right? At least there's plenty more where those ones came from. Okay, well, before I start attacking the giant, which honestly I'm not even sure I want to. He's just sleeping. I don't think he drops anything. He drops some, like, Titanite shards. Okay, whatever. Another mimic. Okay, open up. Open up. Open your mouth. Open wide. You know, your teeth, they resemble human fingers a lot. Just saying. I actually feel like I do a good mimic impression. I don't know, though. Like I said, you'll have to rate me in the comments if you watch this far. Sorry if 99% of this video has been dark. I can see the game perfectly on my screen, but I look over at OBS and I'm like, okay, that is like at least 40% less visible than my screen. Just here you go. Here, have a torch. Look, it's light. Look, it's light. You're drawn to light. You're just like the undead in this game. Ah, okay. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm goofing off today. I took the goof pills, and this is what I'm like. I didn't die. I will take that. I thought I was dead. I don't think I've unlocked the shortcut. Oh yeah, that would have sucked. I would have had to make that run back all over again if I had died. Wait, and that was the most, like, pathetic jump attempt to that thing I've ever seen. That was incredible. Yeah, with the Silver Cat ring, you can just drop down that whole entire thing, which is pretty cool. Alright, you're back to sleep again. Awesome. Yoo! There we go, that's what I was supposed to do. Lightning bolts! Was it worth it? Absolutely not. That was really weak, honestly. I don't want that. Give me a unique ring or something. Yeah, look at that. I can just drop down here for... Okay, I can't drop down here for free, but I can drop down here without dying. To fall damage, at least. That rat was staring me down. It was like, frick, you won't get away next time. What's that rat doing? Alright. This is the shortcut to the bonfire that inverts my camera and makes me sit at the bonfire. Now that we're up here, let's go open up the doors with the jailer's key ring. There's a few jail cell doors that were locked and we can now open, such as this one. There's also one down below that I think had, might have a spell in it. Okay, so it's not the smoke that does it. It's the branding iron that does it. It's when they hit you with the branding iron, that's when you have bad dodges. Okay. It's really hard to tell how these guys work because they have so many weird little things going on. You know, they decrease your health, they have that gas, whatever that gas is. I don't know what that gas is. I don't think it does anything. And then they cause your dodges to be slowed, but with their weird little melee attacks. Okay, that's weird. Okay, that's weird. Okay, that's weird. Here, can I just open this and get it? Oh, he's chasing me. Oh, he's chasing me. Okay. You know, that was somewhat scarier than a lot of horror games, in all honesty. I've got a lot of Umbral Ashes to give to the handmaid now that I think about it. Oh, perfect chance. Wait, wait. Perfect chance to use this finally. Oh, that is, what? That is weird. It is like, it's like a big swing. Okay, I'm not sure I like that as much. I had definitely heard that Farron Flash Sword is not as fun as Karian Slicer is. And I think I'm definitely agreeing with that. It's a little weird. Still kind of fun. Still might help. You never know. I don't want to write it off so quickly, but, you know. It is weird. At least it doesn't cost very much FP. Costs way less than the big sword. Yeah, that's still kind of fun. It's just very awkward to use. Alright, can you all stop vomiting? Anything else to get? Oh yeah, there is somewhere else to get down below. Any cells over here? I don't think there are. No, there are not. I hope I grabbed the item that was inside that room. I think I did. What item was it? I don't remember. I sure hope I got it. I'm just gonna move on. Hope I got it. Alright, step on the button. Go down the lift. Drink an Ashen Estus flask. This elevator goes so slowly. My goodness. There we go. Hello, cool view. Bye, cool view. I can't remember. Do you need the jailer's key ring for this next thing? Or is this a waste of time? There's one area down here we haven't been to yet. You know what? If I could re-trigger that scream, that screaming corpse, that would actually be really useful. Because I don't want to have to sneak through all these guys. I might just run past all these guys. You know, fuck it. Fuck it. I do what I want. Oh, there's one of them in here. Okay, cool. Awesome. Their pathfinding doesn't seem to know how to get to me. They're still somehow taking my health, though. So I hate that. Please stop. Yeah, these guys in stairs. Stairs are a challenge to them, apparently. Okay, no, you can't just open this. Oh, this is not the cell I was thinking of, but it is a cell I can explore. Cool. Got one of these guys. I'm not sure what this guy's doing all the way down here. I guess he got captured and taken to this dungeon. For what reason? I don't know. Just say he's mad? I'd be mad too if I was captured and taken to a dungeon. Or were we just supposed to take that in stride? You do need Jailer's Keyring. Okay, cool. Yeah, you didn't see shit, idiot. Oh, I guess they don't exist. Oh, what? You tried to attack me, and then you just gave... Cool. There are no stairs there, so I guess I can understand that. In this room is a friendly NPC.
Oh, there you are. I thought you'd all but forgotten me. How sweet. Good to know that a skinny little heretic can still turn heads. Oh, you're not one of them, are you? Accept my apologies for mistaking you for one of those leeches. So, what business have you here? This is a land of monstrosities, and I am no exception.
Well, you're a lot better than those jailers outside.
You're here to save me. But I'm guilty. A wretched child of the abyss. Is that something you can forgive?
Sure, that sounds cool.
Oh, really? You are no ordinary woman. Very well. Besides, I've grown tired of imprisonment. I am Carla, and I accept your proposal.
I've always wanted to have a goth girlfriend. Okay, no. I think there was one item left to get out here. I think it was no. It was no. I'm just gonna follow along with them. I think it was like, yeah, it was right here behind this wall. Right here. It's an ember. Cool, moving on. In fact, let me just move on to the bonfire last rested at. Because now I think that is every optional thing in this place. I want to say, question mark, question mark, question mark. I gotta go back down the long way. Oh, I was actually closer at that bonfire than I was at this one. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll take a different route for this place. We'll take the scenic route back down to the Profaned Capital. I think I'm gonna save talking to Carla for later once we're done with all this. Just because, you know, we're really deep into the thick of it now. I don't want to lose this feeling, so, you know. Ow. Anything over there? Okay, no, I don't think there's anything. So, there's a ladder here. Climb up. Thank you. Who's breathing? What's that breathing noise? Is that just the giant going... Or is that my character? Because I know your character does make an audible breathing noise when there's no other noise happening, but it's a lot more obvious on the young voice than it is for the mature voice, which is what I have. Was that just me landing in dust, or was that the silver cat ring? Either way, that was cool. This is the longest... This is the longest possible path to this bonfire I could have taken. My goodness, I am good at navigation. Wow. Okay, so I didn't even die and I'm still wasting y'all's time. Oh my god, look how freaking bad I am at making videos on this channel. I'm glad the camera's zooming out to let me see these rats. That's actually kind of nice. It's a little janky, but it's nice. I'll take it. It's better than nothing at all. We're just going on a brief jog, you know, and the rats are killing themselves for no reason. Okay, sure, we're fighting the rat. I did not think they could follow me this far. If the jailers can't follow me this far, why can you? Alright, I don't feel like fighting this gargoyle again, especially because I feel like we're going to be fighting more gargoyles very soon. But I won't forget you, Gargoyle Sensei. That's who you are to me now. Alright, drop down here, climb up the ladder, rest of the bonfire. You know how this goes. Is that glow from the bonfire going through the floor? It is. Alright, whatever. I can't nitpick every little graphical thing. Wait. I just forgot. I almost forgot something. Oh my god, I'm so glad I remembered this right now. Yes, it does mean we're gonna have to run back down the same damn passage right all over again. but trust me, it's worth it. I should have just... What was I could have just warped to the Profaned Capital bonfire. What was I thinking earlier? Like, oh, we're starting up here. Now I have to make my way back down. But I won't, you know, teleport to the bonfire. I'll walk there manually. Sorry, I don't know what I'm thinking. It's late. It's 10 p.m., but it's late. That's late enough for me. Okay, there's yet again something extra here that I have not done yet, believe it or not. This will be added to one of those Ripley's Believe It or Not books. The next installment of that book should include, like, believe it or not, xenomorphs exist. Because that's all I can think of anymore when I think of the name Ripley. I like at the top of the ladder, those two little... They're not rungs, but the two little bars at the top are not the same size. That's kind of cool. Okay, so now here, what you want to do? There. That window right there has no bars over it. You need to make a jump into that. Like so. Then, this shows the way to a cell with Siegfried trapped inside. I don't know who put him here. Someone sure did. Oh yeah, you can actually see into this cell from the room with the giants. It's just there's so many rats around that I never think of doing it. Can I talk to you? Seem to be in a bit of a pickle.
Pardon me, I was absorbed in thought. Oh, look at me, trapped like a rat. But you needn't worry. I've just been sitting here weighing my options. The moment has almost come. I just need a bit more time.
I'll give you an option. The door. The camera is very strange.
Oh, you are a saint. Once again, you are my valiant savior. I, Siegfried of Katarina, express my deepest gratitude. Take this, a token of my thanks. Go on, it's all yours.
Titanite slab.
Ah, no, please. Go on ahead. I've my own road to take, and a duty to fulfill. Very soon.
Very soon.
And
Okay, that's all you say? What's this? Ooh, Covetous Gold Serpent Ring. That causes items to drop more often, so that's cool. Like having that. Titanite slabs are the item you need in order to get a weapon to maximum upgrade level. Which is either plus 10 or plus 5, depending on the weapon. In order to get it to that maximum level, you need a Titanite slab to finish it off. And, yeah, that's the earliest one you can get in the game, so, you might be able to make some use of it, maybe. And that's all I have to say about it, really. But you gotta make sure, if you want to do what I'm doing here, you gotta make sure to jump through that window and free Siegfried there. It's a little secret, a little out of the way, but it's doable. Look at this texture. Oh my god, that's so funny. They never fixed that. It's so funny. The level of detail, the lower level of detail version is all warped and weird looking, and then you get close and it's like, oh right, I'm supposed to look normal. Okay, I think as you cross this bridge, yeah, so they're shooting fireballs at you out of that goblet. Guess you could call that the Goblet of Fire. Did I make the same pun in my main channel playthrough? I actually can't remember. Anyway, I'm just gonna run past it to take shielding from the fire, and then we can fight this gargoyle on its own. Alright, and then down here is a huge gauntlet of lots of combat that I may or may not be interested in partaking in all of. Okay. Bing! Bang! Boo! Boom! Boom! Come on! You're supposed to die when I say boom! Get it right next time! I can't believe that 17 damage wasn't enough to finish him off. We have like 30 health. Give me a break, man. Alright. Give me a break, man, from Mega Man. That's a Robot Master name, right? I haven't actually played a Mega Man game. I mean, I heard that they were hard, so that's kind of put me off of it, you know? Oh, you know, they don't seem, like, as hard as other games for those old systems. Yeah. Sure, fly into the ceiling. Be my guest. You're staggered, staggered, staggered. I am not managing my stamina well at all. Oh, I just realized I never actually reinforced my Estus Flask. Oh, that's fine. I at least did the other thing. Okay, so you guys, I don't think you drop anything at all, and you are way out of the way, so I'm gonna ignore you, honestly. Yeah, you know, you just stay right there. I don't need to kill you. We're now down in, like, the main capital area, and okay, got more gargoyles, and we got more of these things. So, the jailers in the Irithyll Dungeon came from the Profaned Capital, and that's what this is showing, because those people are the same as the jailers. They have the same mask, they have the same robes, except that they wear white, because they're not, you know, like, they're not quite the same. They don't have the same job status as their fellows up above. I hate you. I hate you! Can you stop putting your stupid wing up? Oh, you can't hit me! You can't hit me! Look at my big wing! I know I have to be more patient. I know, I know. Are these trophies or just a bunch of pottery? Like, this is what happened to the Profaned Capital. Everyone turned into dishes. You know, there's mounds of corpses underneath the dishes, so... Or are they using the dishes to hide the corpses? Okay, yeah, these guys are controlling this, and it's these guys who I'm most interested in attacking. Okay, this might be interesting. Yes, they shoot cheese balls and cheese puffs at me. That's what I call those attacks, because they look exactly like cheese balls and cheese puffs. Oh my god! Stun lock, stun lock, stun lock, yes! Yes! Synchronized ragdolling! Yes! Ah! Someone's not a fan of the show, huh? Alright, you'll be taking out the normal, boring way instead as punishment. Down on this bridge, I think these items out here are just rusted coins. These gargoyles don't come to life. Personally, I'm glad of that. I've had enough fighting gargoyles for this entire freaking session, honestly. There might be one more gargoyle past this point. Can't remember. But thank you for the rusted coins. Useless. I like that crack in the wall showing the sunlight coming through. That's so cool. I've said this before in my main channel playthrough, but I'll say it again. I have always been so fascinated by the concept of a city underground. That's why I love Minecraft Ancient Cities so much. That's why I love this area so much, even as disappointingly small as it is. I still love it just because of the fact it's underground. It's so cool. These people are holding up the flame, my goodness. What else? Oh yeah, Elden Ring, freaking Shifra River, Nokron Eternal City, Nokstella Eternal City, even. Those are two amazing areas, also because they're underground cities, and I think that is just so cool. Okay. There is another gargoyle. Come this way. I don't want to fight you over there with those guys. Come on, come on. Take your pointy stabby thing over here. Cool. Alright, don't forget to put on the healing flask again. So I think these chests to the side... Oh, they have chests in front of them. God damn it. If I want to open those chests, I have to kill all of them. I remember one of them had a rusted gold coin in it. And I don't think the other one was very interesting. They're both mimic chests as well, by the way. So in all honesty... I'm just gonna leave them over there. Let's see what this is. Is this a chest I can open? It is. What do you have? An ember. Okay, cool. Awesome. I'm done. After just one of them starts attacking me, I'm done. Because, you know, I had to kill all of those guys and then fight the mimics afterwards. And if you die to the mimics, everyone comes back. And it's really annoying. So yeah, I don't recommend it. Well, here we are. Yeah, that was the whole Profaned Capital area. There's that side area with the swamp and the chapel, and then the main city is just that. 3 rooms, and then you're done. Well, like I said, it's fine because it's fine with me because we had Irithyll Dungeon before this, but yeah, I understand how this is disappointing to some people. Now, let's fight.
Old friend. I, Siegfried of the Knights of Catarina, have come to uphold my promise. The sun shine upon this Lord of Cinder.
Easily the most intimidating character in the intro, yet one of the weakest boss fights in this game, Yorm the Giant. I much prefer fighting this guy with Siegfried joining you as a part of his questline. Unfortunately, if Yorm kills you, Siegfried disappears. So what I want to do, run to the end of this room, pick up the Storm Ruler, and equip it. Yorm the Giant is weak to the Storm Ruler, and you have to use this to win, basically. Or, well, you don't have to, it's just highly encouraged that you do. Okay, I'm just making sure he's not coming after me. Where's the Storm Ruler? Okay, game, if you're gonna expect me to equip an item mid-battle, make your fucking UI better! Holy shit! Okay, oh no, he's coming after me. This guy does hit really hard. Oh, I should be bringing him towards Siegfried. Okay, so I am very scared. Okay, come on, Siegfried. Do it. Siegfried has a Storm Ruler of his own that he's using. Okay, now he should be on you. Where's this goddamn thing? It's right here. Okay, I got it. Equip it, and now we charge up its scale and use it. I think we retain charge even through rolls and whatnot. Is it ready? Okay, now it's ready. And now I think we just do a strong attack. What do we do? What do we do again? All right. We hold left trigger and then do an attack. Okay, I forgot. Okay, now Yorm's in phase 2. That doesn't tend to mean a lot, just that he now has fire augments to his attacks. Sure, whatever that means. Okay, that missed. I really hope Siegfried isn't dying. Okay, watch the stamina bar. Oh, he might be dying now. Okay, but Yorm is dying too. Oh, sorry, Siegfried, buddy. I hope you can last this. He didn't! He died! No! No, he died! He died mid-battle! Does that mean I don't get the ending sequence? Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Okay, charting this up. Go. Pow. Alright, cool. He's staggered, so I can start charging up another one. Actually, no. Release that. I have no stamina. Wait until it's safe. Go. Perfect. This guy has so much health that attacking him with anything else will take forever. You can do it. It's just not advised. Oh, crap. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the attacks are pretty basic. Nothing too bad. They come out relatively quick. That punch is, I think, the strongest one. Otherwise... No? I'm sorry, what? How did he dodge that? How did he block that? Excuse me? Heal. Okay. I guess this guy needed to be at least somewhat challenging. Sure. I like this boss's gimmick, but I will say this is definitely one of the weaker gimmick fights in this game. Oh, okay, there we go. I got hit as well, but it is fine. He is down. Yeah, that being one of the main Lord of Cinder bosses, a little strange. Think it could have been a little bit better. You know, I think the main problem with the fight is that using the Storm Ruler's attack on him makes him so much easier, when really what it should do is just make him a little easier. And I think this was done a lot better in Elden Ring. There's a certain boss in that game that functions very similarly, and using the intended weapon on that boss does not make the fight easier automatically. Or, well, you know, it makes the fight doable, but it doesn't make it easy. And I think that's the critical difference. That's what Siegfried dropped. Oh, yeah, there's the stuff. This is the message that lets you know to use this thing. There's also a hidden message with Seek Guidance that tells you if you use that around here. There's metal here. Why is this metal? Oh, it's all that stuff. That's not what that stuff would sound like, but sure. Here's his throne. My god. He was squishing all the peasants. If I light and rested at this bonfire, does Siegfried come back? No? Okay, so if Siegfried is alive at the end of this battle, you have one last conversation with him, where he's like, yes, I have completed my sworn duty, because he was good friends with Yorm the Giant, apparently, in the lore, and so he finally, I think, Yorm the Giant made him promise that, if he was reawakened in the future, that Siegfried would come and kill him. And so, he did. Siegfried did come and kill him. Die in the process, but, yeah. Because I think when Yorm the Giant came back, he was so distraught at the state of his own home, the Profaned Capital, that he went insane and went hollow. Or, not went hollow, like all the others. But, if either you die in that battle, or Siegfried dies in that battle, you don't see it, which I think is a damn shame.
It seems I am in your debt once again. My thanks. I could have not kept my promise without you. Now, for a final toast. To your valor, and my old friend Yorm. Long may the sun shine. Well, I'm going to have myself a little nap. The only thing to do, really, after a nice toast. You are a true friend. Best of luck with your duty.
And you know, this is also the main reason why I chose to do Irithyll Dungeon first. Because if Yorm the Giant is killed after the next big Lord of Cinder boss, you get immediately, like, teleported somewhere, and that would skip over that sequence. So I wanted to do Irithyll Dungeon first so we could see it, and that didn't happen anyway, so. Alright, on that lovely note, let's head back to Firelink Shrine. What a shame. I did manage to see that scene in my main channel playthrough, so, I could honestly, like, edit in a clip of it here. I might. No real reason not to. Whether or not I did, though, level up. Let's do that. Dexterity. I definitely don't want to use the Storm Rule, so I'm going to be unequipping this thing. And health. More intelligence. Can I still level up? Seriously? No, endurance. Endurance needs it.
Farewell, Ashen One. May the flames guide thee.
Why do I make you sound like my cat? The voice I use for my cat.
May the flames guide thee. Unkindled One. Seek the Lords of Cinder and return them to their thrones.
Yorm is the descendant of an ancient conqueror, but was asked by the very people once subjugated to lead them, serving as both a weighty blade and a stone-hard shield. I hear there's a lot of backstory with Yorm the Giant, that he was, like, very shy. I don't know much about it other than that, but that's all I know, so there you go. Yorm once lumbered on the front lines with a great shield, but one day in place of his shield, a left-hand notch was added to his machete, enabling the smashing technique that would become the legacy of his later years, and this was his shield! As a lord, Yorm risked everything and fought unflinchingly as one-man vanguard. Following the loss of the one he wished to protect, he forsook his shield, and just started using a machete. Pretty cool, alright. Good for strength builds, nothing else. How about the Cinders of a Lord? Lonely Yorm became a Lord of Cinder to put the profane flame to rest, knowing full well that those who spoke of him as Lord were quite insincere. Aw, poor Yormy. Alright, let me turn in my Umbral Ashes.
Gracious, let I
Okay, you say nothing new. What does that unlock? Okay, now we can buy these things unlimitedly. Great, dung pies. That was from the shit one, the excrement covered one. This we can now buy unlimited of, as well as this. We can now buy unlimited alluring skulls. New weapons, spells, healing salves. It's yours, my friend, as long as you have enough rubies. Let me get that. The horsehoof ring.
Graciously.
Here's Xanthus ashes. I think this is what I picked up in that one room. Another Umbralash. Okay, now we can buy unlimited of these. I just saw these were finite before, now they're unlimited. I want to say... Am I wrong about that? Could be. No new oh no, we have the Xanthus armor set now. That seems to be it. Okay, cool. Maybe some new embers. Let me actually reinforce my Estus flasks, because I forgot to before. Bing, bang, boom. Perfect. And I'll leave 8 in the healing flask, because that is perfectly fine with me. Okay, you won't have anything new. I don't have much money left for anyone. Right, that's what I was thinking of. Carla has moved down here, and she is the recipient of all the dark tomes we've been picking up that should not be given to Irina. You can give them to her instead.
As I said, I am Carla, and am grateful to you. Now, what shall we do? The only thing that might interest you is my sorcery. Although my dark arts are a detestable sort, that wouldn't interest you, would it?
Yes.
You're a wicked one, aren't you?
A little bit. Some say that.
Very well. Humans are of the dark, and you are no different.
I know, I'm so edgy and cool.
Some may avert their eyes, but the truth remains the truth. Be careful, though. Few humans are privy to this knowledge. Let it be a secret, kept between you and I.
Kept was not in your dialogue there, very sorry. Alright, let me start off by just... Wait, what's your default stuff? Okay, you have 2. That's a pathetic inventory. Let me fill that out.
A pyromancy tome, have we? And one that resonates with the dark. Yes, well suited to me. Very well. If this is your wish,
Indeed.
I will unravel the thing the best I can.
Indeed.
Besides, it will be nice to play master for once.
Alright, now how about a Braille Divine Tome? Do you know Braille? I hope you do.
Oh, is this a divine tome? What on earth are you thinking? I wouldn't go near a divine tome, or any so-called miracle. And casters of miracles are sure to steer clear of me. So please, don't torture me so.
I do like how she refuses a Divine Tome at first, but you can offer it again and she will accept it the second time.
You... How could you? Oh, I know. I owe my life to you. Fine then. But just this once, I will tell you this tale. But do understand, it will be my first time. I'll have no sniggering should I err.
Do you mind doing it again? I'll have no sniggering should I err. That's so funny. Alright, this is all the new stuff. So it's a bunch of black dark stuff. Cool. I don't have enough faith for any of it, so I won't have much use for it. That could be awesome, actually, if I level intelligence enough. So that's a goal. I'm gonna try to use this. That sounds cool. Didn't I pick up something like this in Farron Keep?
There is one thing that you should know. There is a darkness within man, and I am afraid you will peer into it. Whether the fear will spark self-reflection or a ruinous nostalgia is up to you entirely. Fear not. Your choice will bring you no scorn.
Oh, I'm very nostalgic about the time that I saw absolutely nothing. I don't know when that would be, but sure. Sorry, I don't know where I was going with that at all. Sometimes that just happens. I start saying something and then I don't know how to finish saying it, and then that's the result. With this staff on my back, it looks like I have something growing out of my head. That's kind of cool, actually. Alright, well, that'll be it for this video. That was Irithyll Dungeon, Profaned Capital, and Yolm the Giant, all beaten. So next time on Dark Souls 3, I got 2 options for areas, and I'm currently trying to figure out with myself which one I should do. I'll probably go for the optional area first, which, yes, will mean that this is the exact same area order as my main channel playthrough, but hey, this game is linear, what can I say? Technically, this part is non-linear because I'm choosing to go to this area at this time, but, you know, okay. We'll be doing a secret optional area next time. Cool. Thank you all for watching if you did, and as always, I will see you all in the future.